You think you're lazy, you think you're weak, you think something's wrong with you because you can't stick to things. But that's not the truth. You're not lazy. You just never learned how to stay when it gets uncomfortable. Most people quit not because they don't care, but because they've never been trained to handle the weight of discomfort. We live in a world that tries to remove all friction. Everything should be fast, easy, and designed to keep you comfortable. And the moment life gets hard, your brain hits panic mode. You've spent your whole life escaping discomfort, so when it comes, you run. Not because you are weak, but because you are untrained. No one really teaches you how to shift your state of mind when it hurts. Not in school, not in work, not in life. And I'm not saying everything is easy, because it's really not. What I'm saying is that we ignore the lesson that's there. We expect things to work out way too fast. So when progress starts to feel like pain, you assume something's wrong. But pain doesn't mean stop. Pain means adapt. That's the real test. Can you stay when it stops being exciting? When it's boring, repetitive, uncomfortable, and you really want to stop? That's where most people leave, right before it starts to work. You see, you're built for survival. Your brain's job is to make you survive, not to make you grow necessarily. So every time you face something difficult, be it training, work, discipline, your brain naturally screams, "Stop!" Not because you're failing, but because it thinks you're in danger. But you're not. You're just in the process. And if you push through that urge to quit, you teach your mind that it's safe to feel uncomfortable. And that's how you condition your brain. Think about it. In a way, you've been rewarded your whole life for choosing what's comfortable. Fast food, easy dopamine, your phone's notification, easy entertainment. The path of least resistance has always been available. So of course you quit when things get hard. You've been conditioned to. But here's the thing. Luckily, conditioning can be changed. You can retrain your mind to stay. Just like a muscle, discomfort tolerance grows when you use it. Start small. Do one thing that makes you uncomfortable per day. Start it, finish it, no matter how you feel. That's how you start to rewire your brain to stop running when things get hard. And now, listen to this. You don't quit because you can't. You quit because you expect it to feel good. You think discipline should feel powerful. You think growth should feel inspiring. Let me break this little illusion for you, because it does not. Most days it's boring. It's tiring. Sometimes you even don't see the sense in it. And exactly that's when and why people quit. They think progress should feel better than it actually does. But the truth is, it's supposed to feel heavy. That's how it works. You don't grow through comfort, you grow through resistance. The gym teaches you that, and so does life. Every time you want to quit and you don't, you're actually training something way deeper than muscle. You're training identity. You're teaching yourself that you can stay through the storm. And that self-trust, that can be iron. And that's something most people never even start building. You don't get it from motivation or quotes or anything like that. You just get it from simple and easy repetition. From showing up, for example, when you don't even see results yet. From staying long enough to see what's on the other side of discomfort. And that is simply the truth. You don't fail because you can't do it. You fail because you give up too early. Every dream, every body, every skill, it all dies in the exact same place. In the gap between uncomfortable and worth it. That's the gap most people never cross. But if you can learn to stay there in the uncomfortable middle, you'll be finishing what most people never even start. So next time you feel like quitting, don't ask, "What's wrong with me?" Instead ask, "What am I training right now?" Because staying when it's hard is the training. It's the exact skill that builds every other skill. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you just never learn how to stay when it gets uncomfortable. And that's okay, because you can start today. Stay when it hurts, stay when you don't see any progress, stay when it's not fun. That's how you win, that's how you change, that's how you build a life you're proud of.